A team that has kind of an exciting young core now, the Phoenix Suns. They finally pulled the trigger and they traded away Kevin Durant this offseason to the Houston Rockets. The best center in the NBA draft, Kaman Watch, fell to them with the 10th pick. Jalen Green is 23 years old. They traded for Mark Williams on the night of the draft as well. And in Rasheer Fleming's upside, Kobe Bryant's shooting, they're building a little bit of something over there in Phoenix. They just still don't have a lot of draft capital. So what is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? So I've already done like a new look Suns rebuild. I did a 10-year post KD rebuild, but this team does look a little bit different. Now, I'm recording this before any Bradley Beal situation, but at this point, nobody's trading for Beal. Yes, there is a chance that they end up keeping him, but I'm gonna have to release Bradley Beal, which kind of sucks. We could end up signing like, I don't know. Do I want to sign a Russell Westbrook before the shot clock? Okay, I don't know. Either way, I'm recording this before. Maybe they end up getting a Chris Paul or anybody like that. We get Jalen Bridges back on the qualifying offer. Jalen Green's an 88. Bradley Beal's an 80. I'm going to be releasing Bradley Beal. I don't know what type of stretch and wave 2K is going to come up with. So we'll see what ends up happening. There's Dylan Brooks, Mark Williams, Nick Richards. I can't believe I just bought out Bradley Beal, and they basically have to trade away every pick swap of the next like half decade from that deal to Washington. Because can I even look at my draft capital? I can. It's bleak, man. So I'm going to make sure we get the right 2026 pick. It's not a swap best with Memphis. It's a swap worse. Yeah, like we had that 2027 swap worse because they traded one of those first round picks in the Nurkic deal. They also traded one of those first round picks when they, or to Charlotte in the Mark Williams deal when they got 3 first rounders from Utah to give up their unprotected 2031 first. It's very bleak going forward here in Phoenix. Now, does this save have the Devin Booker extension? Maybe. I'll make sure when he's extension eligible, I'm giving him like 75 mil a year. Let's try to lock up Mark Williams before free agency. If I gave him a 4-year deal, flat rated, at 17 million, so that's 68 million across 4 years for Mark Williams, I'll do that because we're going to try to stay afloat. I'll even give Nick Richards a 2-year extension. He could be a trade candidate as well. I don't know if Kaman Watch is going to be ready to like help us win games next year because I got to win games now. We don't own our draft capital outright, so I can't afford to end up being bad, and stomaching like giving up the 10th overall pick would hurt again. So let's see how this team looks. We're gonna go Booker, Green, Brooks. Yeah, Devin Booker's gonna be the full-time point guard. We still have Royce O'Neal. We still have Grayson Allen, guys that I could potentially trade. I don't really want to run a double big man lineup out there, so we'll have Brooks at the 4. He'll get like 20 minutes a night. Definitely Mark Williams at the 5. I think Iguodala, just a good depth piece. Colin Gillespie played fairly well for the Suns down the stretch. Like, I want Kaman getting a decent amount of playing time. We'll go like 10 to Kaman because instead of giving him 18, I'll also go 8 to Nick Richards. So I'd like Ryan Dunn to be off the bench. Grayson Allen's off the bench. They're going to get 20 minutes a night. I'm cool with Brooks getting like 28. Let's go 33 to Green, 36 to Booker. Gives me about 37 minutes left to, how do I want to orchestrate this? Because okay, Ryan Dunn's getting 20. Yeah, let's do, because I want to play Rasheer Fleming. Let's give Rasheer Fleming about 15 minutes a night. Let's give Kobe Bryant about 10 minutes a night. And then honestly, we're going to roll out a 12-man rotation. I'll go 12 minutes, not to Iguodala, maybe to Jalen Bridges. I don't mind seeing what Bridges can do. I don't even know if he's on the Suns roster anymore. I think he might be on a different roster. Grit and grind, though, under Jordan Knott, the new head coach coming over from the Cleveland Cavaliers. He's got his Michigan State ties with Matt Ishbia. And if I checked out my salary books, where is Bradley Beal in all of this? Did they stretch? Okay, it does actually stretch him out. That is pretty cool. But also kind of sucks for me. 22 million in dead cap over the next 5 years. Because when you buy somebody out, it's got to be the length remaining on the contract times 2 plus 1, basically. So yeah, 2 years remaining. So it's 4 plus 1, 5 years. 22 million in dead cap, which is going to make this pretty difficult to rebuild. I'm basically paying, I don't know, 40 million a year to Mark Williams and Bradley Beal is not even on the roster. So this is going to be interesting. What we have on our side is Jalen Green is pretty good in 2K. So we're happy about that. And we're going to hope we're not giving up a good draft pick by the end of the year. I'm not going to re-sign anybody at this moment. Let's see how the season starts. We go 1-2. We blow out the Detroit Pistons, which is a good win. Jalen Green versus Cade Cunningham can be cinema. High-scoring game, 143-141 loss here to the Sacramento Kings. And then we lost 124-131 to the Magic. We do end up beating the Lakers. We beat the Nuggets. I'm hoping... So Jalen Green's only playing 30 minutes a night. I'd like for him to play a little bit more. All right, we're 4-6. If I can go 41-41, I would be thrilled. And there goes Mark Williams, who was off to a good start this year. And we just lost Devin Booker, who was maybe having a career year. 28 points, 4.5 rebounds, 6 assists, 55, 43, 84 splits. How severe is the injury? It is going to be, okay, Could be worse, pulled lower back muscle. And before that injury happened, we were 14 and 16. Hey, if we could stay around 500, I'm okay with that. We have a positive point differential. We'll see how bad this team can get without Devin Booker. I mean, Colin Gillespie's going to have a little bit more playing time. And if I look at the stats so far this year, like Booker and Green have been a really good punch, averaging 40 points a night. Mark Williams is now healthy again. He's averaging a double-double. Grayson Allen, 40% from three. Still try to trade him at 1 point. Dillon Brooks, come on. I need you to be better than that. Bridges has had his moments. Ryan Dunn's efficiency is okay. Royce, I need you to be better as well. I need to trade you guys. So we just got Booker back and we're 23 and 25. Hey, come on. I just want to be 500 at the deadline. Okay, so we're 3 games under at the deadline. I want to make the playoffs. We're currently the 9th seed. If we wanted that 6th seed, 6.5 back. I don't think we're getting that. It's probably going to be playing tournament season for us. I don't want to completely sell, but I don't know if I really want to value buy. If it's anybody cheap out there, I'll take it. How has Kaman been this year? Kaman, in 13.5 minutes, 4.8 points, 3.8 rebounds. Yeah, still a teenager, right? Iguodala's better right now. Nick Richards is better right now. And obviously Mark Williams is better right now. Now, is Iguodala free agent at the end of the year? Who is off the books? No, it's just Gillespie, Bridges, and Ty Washington. I kind of need Grayson Allen's 3-point shooting off the bench because I can't really trust Royce O'Neal, which is turning into a terrible contract right now. So to be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to make any trades here at the deadline. Kobe Bryant shooting 34 from 3. I think we're just going to hope this team can stay alive in the second half of the season. Unfortunately, though, Jalen Green just broke his right arm. He's out 4 to 6 weeks as we are 4 games under 500. We are the 8th seed, but that just hurts. He should be back for the playoffs, though. And Jokic just won MVP with Cooper Flag winning Rookie of the Year. Malik Monk is your 6th man of the year. Wemby Depoy. Trace Jackson Davis most improved. Luka Clutch Player of the Year. Jokic, Luka, Giannis, Trey, and Shea. All NBA first team, 3 guys from the 2018 draft class. Second team, LaMelo Ball, Domantas Sabonis making it. No Devin Booker, unfortunately. Bam Adebayo, all defensive second team. Nobody on all rookie team either. So we finished as the 8th seed, which I would say is a successful year for the Phoenix Suns. 41 and 41. I will take that, even with the Jalen Green injury down the stretch. Shout out to Grayson Allen, who played pretty well and a bounce back year, that's for sure. I mean, Royce O'Neal wasn't great. I think I'm going to have some lineup adjustments for the playoffs. I believe we did get Jalen Green back. And yeah, worst things worse, we're giving up the 14th pick in the draft. We'll take that. So we're going to get Jalen Green back, which is huge. I think I benched Kaman Watch for the second half of the year because I wanted to make the play-in tournament. Fleming was pretty good. Gillespie's pretty good. I think I'm just outright benching Royce O'Neal. He's just too bad. I may actually start Rasheer Fleming because of the size. I do want to get, how do I want to do this? I thought about starting Ryan Dunn, who was okay with the efficiency. I mean, 3-point shooting and free throw percentage is garbage, but 45 from the field I'll take. Let's go with 38 to Booker and Green. I mean, Dillon Brooks, 38 from 3. Okay, so he actually played a little bit better. Let's go 25 to Brooks. We can go 25 to Fleming. I want to go 32 to Mark Williams. Jalen Bridges, it's going to be tough to play you as well, man. So we may end up going Dunn, Gillespie, Richards, Brea. I don't think, and maybe Iguodala. But do I really need Iguodala and Richards? So let's go 10 a night to Richards and Oso. We could do about 20 to Brea because of the 3-point shooting, 24 to Ryan Dunn, and let's go 3 more to Dillon Brooks. He can play 28 a night. So we are taking on, let's see, it was the Lakers, excuse me, in the first leg. They'll probably beat us. In real life, I'm definitely taking LeBron to beat the Suns here in the play-in, but 2K may have a different outcome. We blew them out in the first quarter, but they blow us out in the third quarter. We're up by 5 with 7 minutes to go, and we are not going to choke it. We are making the playoffs. Devin Booker with 35, Green with 21 and 5 turnovers, Mark Williams with a double-double, and the Suns are the 7th seed. Now, we're taking on the 2-seeded Thunder. They're probably going to blow us out, but it feels good that we're giving up the 15th pick in the draft. Thank God. All right, so 20.5 points for Booker, 22.7 for Green, 12 for Mark Williams, 12 for Brooks, 11 for Grayson Allen right there. And yeah, we're going to stick with this team. Let's see what happens. We lose game 1 by 6. Can we at least make it competitive? I hope so. Just 1 for 4 for Gillespie, Dunn, and Iguodala. Game number 2 goes to the OKC Thunder. Ooh. Oh, man, that's game 2 Memphis vibes or whatever game 1 or the blowout was. We lose. Okay, I don't think we're going to win a single game. At least game 1 was competitive, and they blow us out. Oh, my God. So, hey, we lose by 6. I'm can we make it competitive? Yeah, we're going to lose by 35, 36, and 27. Not ideal, I would say. So, yeah, we end up losing, but hey, at least we're not giving up a good pick in the draft. Wemby and Cat are your conference finals MVPs. The Spurs end up winning the NBA finals, beating the New York Knicks, something they did about 25 years ago. LeBron James does end up retiring. Russ and Chris Paul also go to the Hall of Fame with him. And we are here at the draft lottery. So like I said, I'm not giving up a top pick in this draft. Like I'm not getting pick 4 that will go to Memphis. I actually don't think the Suns own a first round pick in the 2026 draft, just outright. So yeah, I will be giving this back to Memphis. Well, I'm pretty sure we actually are going to get the latest pick. Like the Hornets get our pick at 18. But the Hornets get their pick, which is at 2. It is so complicated, this swap between like the Desmond Bane trade, between the Hornets, the Grizzlies, the Magic, the Suns. It's just very complicated in the Wizards for the 2026 draft. So for this scenario, the Wizards will get their pick, technically at number 7. The Grizzlies get Orlando's pick at number 13. Yeah, the Suns don't get a first round pick in the 26th draft. I gotta come up with like a diagram, like a graphic to easily explain this for people, because I know like even Suns fans don't even know what they have in 26. But we could definitely try to trade for a first round pick, which would be kind of wise. So Booker, 29 years old, Green is 24, Williams is 24. Do I think about trading Brooks, or is he gonna get extended? He's maybe the only guy I can get a first round pick for. I mean, I could package Grayson Allen, like at least has some shooting upside, but it'd be a super late first rounder. All right, I want to see if I could trade away Oso Ighodaro and Dillon Brooks for Najee Marshall from the Dallas Mavericks, who has an expiring contract and is making about $10 million less than Dillon Brooks. Plus, I get a Memphis 2028 lottery protected pick that now Dallas owns. Let's see if they would do this. They agree to that. So now I'm going to try to move that future first round pick along with 37 and 27. I believe I should be able to move this. Yeah, hold on, actually, never mind. I don't think I'm able to move that pick because it's lottery protected. I should have did a little bit more due diligence there. And I'm also going to do this trade with the Milwaukee Bucks. They are getting a really good 3-point shooter in Grayson Allen. He spent a couple years in Milwaukee where he was really good there. We're taking on Kyle Kuzma's contract, which has basically 0 years remaining, and I'm getting a second round pick for doing so, which is in 2030. Yeah, I can't get the 12th pick because I'm leaving the step being rule on. What are we doing here? I literally just had that trade on the table. Wait, now I have to give up a second round pick? What is this? Okay, what about 57 and I can get that 2030? Okay, now all of a sudden I can't get this deal done. All right, so the Pacers have Zeke Naji for, I believe, 2 more years, and I have Royce O'Neal for, I believe, 2 more years. So we are going to see if they're willing to take on that $5 million in a swap. They would want my 28 second and my 2030 second. Is that worth it to save $4 million? No. Let's just go to the draft, and I'm going to make 2 second-round picks. DeBanton goes to the Heat, Boozer to the Hornets, and the Celtics get Darren Peterson. And at least all 3 of these guys go to the Eastern Conference. Our pick, I think, was there at like 16, unless they ended up trading it, or the Hornets at 18 took Hugo Fajardo. We took Hayden Boozer at 37, the brother of Cameron Boozer, who went number 2, and the son of Carlos Boozer. So he could be a point guard depth piece for us. And then I also got Morris Johnson. I'm going to switch his name, but he's going to Michigan next year under Dusty May, and you may know him as a standout from the U19 FIBA World Cup, a dominant guy inside, plays super physical, super hard, kind of like your Dembona, Keba Keita, like college big man. So we're going to pick up the team option on Dunn, Fleming, and Brea. No tough decisions there. I will give Jalen Bridges and Colin Gillespie the qualifying offers. So we did free up a little bit of money this offseason. It just sucks. Like, it makes it so challenging for these rebuilds. With one, the dead cap of Bradley Beal for 4 more years, and Nasir Little, because like Bradley Beal has to give up so much, or he's got to give up like 8 or so million in a buyout, because there's a limit on the amount of money you can buy out. It's like 20 whatever percent of your cap space, and they're already there because I forgot they stretched away Nasir Little. It's just like they've made such bad moves since the 2023 offseason. And also right now their 2032 first round pick is frozen. I don't even think we get my 2030 first rounder, and I'm gonna be realistic with these. And if you like, because they're a repeater in the second apron, that's why their 2032 first round pick is frozen. I could get Bradley Beal on the mid-level, which would be hilarious. I would really like Keegan Murray. Like, we can use a power forward. Somehow Santi Aldama ended up as a free agent again. I mean, I'll offer him a contract. I assume they're going to match it, but this would be a home run for us if the Sacramento Kings didn't match it. So can I sign Keegan Murray? Wow, they're not going to match it. That is crazy. Let's go. I'm sure if this actually happened, there would have to be like a sign and trade involved. But I'm going to take it as it is. I could get Bradley Beal back. I guess I could absorb my bird rights for him since he played here. We're not going to do that, though. I'm also going to try to sign Amir Coffey on a 1-year deal. I mean, this team is so far over the cap, and Kelly Olynyk on a 1-year deal as well. Let's get Olynyk. Let's get Coffey, and then Gillespie and Bridges on the QOs. So, yeah, maybe if we don't make those trades before, like the Dylan Brooks deal, I'm not able to get Keegan Murray, who's going to be a fun stretch four next to Mark Williams, two guys from the 2022 draft class. I don't know why it says Mark Williams is undrafted. I don't know if that's a roster creator thing or a 2K error. Either way, he's not undrafted. We got Najee Marshall, who's going to be making a little bit less, not as good of a three-point shooter as Dylan Brooks, but I think I'd like to get an extension done this offseason. Marshall's an 80. Maui Watch is up to a 79. He's going to play a ton next year. Richards is probably going to be like a third string center for us. And then you got Green and Booker at the top. All right, and then let's look at potentially any contract extension. So I don't know if I can give Booker 75 mil like he got in real life. Oh my God, can I? Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. 2-year deal, $75 million. This is just absurd. This is just absurd. It's so much money. And I don't think 2K's salary cap is going up enough where that's worth it right now. I do need to cut 3 players before the season starts. Interesting. We actually have to make, I mean, I'm going to cut Coffee. I'm going to cut Olynyk. Do I cut? I thought I traded Grayson Allen, honestly. I may still look to trade Grayson Allen. Okay, I actually like this trade. We're going to send him to Portland, a team that could definitely use another shooter for a swap best from Milwaukee in 2028, which could be something. And Caleb Love, who I'm like, I know he's got his Arizona ties. He played at U of A. But I'd rather keep all these other point guards over him, even though I've seen Caleb Love actually be pretty good in some of these saves. I think I'd rather just hold on to Jalen Bridges because of the positional value. If O'Neal had 1 year left, I would release him, but I don't want to buy him out just yet. So I'm going to release Love. Maybe we get him later on. So let's construct this rotation of Booker, Green. We could give Chris Dunn the shot, but I think I'd rather do Najee Marshall, Keegan Murray, Mark Williams. Nick Richards, like I said, is not going to play. We'll probably go like 20 to Ryan Dunn off the bench. Let's go 20 to Maui Watch with 28 to Mark Williams. I don't think Royce O'Neal is going to crack the rotation. I want Rasheer Fleming playing. I want Kobe Brea playing. Let's give them about 17 a night because maybe Kobe Brea can be 80% of what Grayson Allen was. And then the backup point guard, I kind of want to see what we can get out of Caden Boozer. So let's go 10 minutes to Boozer, which means we're going to go 36 to Book, 35 to Green. Let's go 29 to Marshall. We'll do 26 to Marshall, 31 to Keegan Murray. And system proficiency, grit and grind, we are 3 stars. We'll stick with that for now. I know we were 4 stars in something. We start the season 1 and 2. We blow out the Portland Trailblazers, 51 for Booker. Okay. It's pretty good. But then we ended up losing by 3 to Chicago. 2K loves the Bulls. And then we lost by 15 to the Indiana Pacers. We end up going off to a 5-2 start. Let's go. The Suns back. 6-2, 7-3 start. How about that? 24 for Booker, 21 for Green. Newly acquired Keegan Murray's been pretty solid. Najee Marshall's off to a good start. Hopefully that can stay consistent. And we've stayed relatively healthy. We are 30-22. We have a 5.9 point differential at the deadline, and we're currently the 6th seed in the Western Conference. Booker's got a minor injury right now, a broken nose, but yeah, compared to last year, we have been a lot healthier this year. Jalen Green, 22.6 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 49, 37, 85 splits. We'll take that. He could opt out and become a free agent at the end of the year. Keegan Murray, I wish was a little bit better, an elite free throw shooter. I could see maybe why Sacramento and him ran its course with each other. Mark Williams has been good. Now, Kaman has not been great. I got to shut him down taking threes completely, but at least the stats are better. I don't know if I love that. Ryan Dunn, like a great defender, but he really is a liability shooting the ball. Rasheer Fleming, 35 from 3. Najee Marshall, though, he's been pretty good for us as a role player. Kobe Brea, I need you to shoot a little bit better from 3, and Caden Boozer hasn't been great. So maybe I'm going to trade for a better backup point guard. I mean, honestly, right now, I'd probably bench Kaman for the playoffs and end up going with, what's his name? Nick Richards. So we'll see if we can make a deal. So I wonder if I can make this trade with the Houston Rockets. Could we get Dennis Schroeder, who's a good veteran point guard? They'll get Royce O'Neal. We're taking on a little bit of money with this deal. So we'll see if we're able to pull it off. I think there's maybe a trade exception in here. They would want a swap worse between Cleveland and Minnesota in 27 for a 2029 top 3 pick. I'm fine with that pick swap. That's good with me. We get Dennis Schroeder, who's under contract for 2 more years, like Royce O'Neal is. So it's not like we save any long-term money there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably bench Caden Boozer. I'm going to lower, I think, Brea's minutes down to like 12 a night, and we can go about 15 to Schroeder as a good backup point guard, to Devin Booker. God forbid Booker gets hurt. We're definitely going to try to bring back Green in the offseason. Let's bring back Najee Marshall. We'll do a 3-year deal worth $30 million with the team option on the last year. Najee is a little volatile in 2K, so I am worried about that. There goes Devin Booker, but should be okay. All right, so we lost Mark Williams like 2 different times in the second half of this season. Nikola Jokic ends up winning MVP, 27, 14, and 8. He was a stud, 51, 43, 79 splits. AJ Debance is your rookie of the year. Edgecombe, your 6th man. Wemby, Depoy. Ron Holland wins most improved. And Ja is your clutch player of the year. Nikola, Jokic, Luka Doncic, Wemby, Paolo, and Giannis technically all international guys. I know Powell played for Team USA back in, what was that, like 2022, 23. But he is Italian, so technically all international guys won or got on All NBA first team. We don't get any Devin Booker, unfortunately, unless I am blind. All defensive first team, nobody. Same thing on second team, and definitely nobody on the all rookie teams. Look at that. Suns back as the 4th seed, which is pretty sick, but we do have to go up against the 5-seeded Minnesota Timberwolves. Last time these two teams faced each other in the playoffs, Anthony Edwards swept Phoenix. But we don't have Kevin Durant. This is definitely a different team, as we do have Mark Williams healthy. I tried out some double big lineups because Keegan Murray got hurt down the stretch. He wasn't great this year either, but I tried some Mark Williams Kaman lineups, and Kaman was a little bit more efficient towards the second half. But I'm still going to have Murray. Richards played a little bit with the Mark Williams injury. We're going to get Mark Williams in there. I think I'm still going to play Kaman. I may go like 16 to Kaman, 32 to Mark Williams. How do I want to do this? Do I want to play Kobe Bryant? I don't think so. We're going to go a 9-man rotation. We're going to go about 11 to Shooter. I think Fleming can have a more scaled up role. We'll go 23 to Dunn. 27 to Murray's fine. I would like to go 38 to Booker and Green. Leaves me with about 7 more minutes. Let's go 30 to Marshall. Screw it. Let's just go 32 to Murray. Taking on Minnesota, they got Anthony Edwards. Obviously, they have a good team. They have Nick Claxton for some reason now. PJ Washington is there as well. They won game 1. There was a chance Rudy Gobert could have been a Phoenix Sun. We do end up winning game 2, 123-114. 5 turnovers, but 20 points for Keegan Murray. 57 from Green and Booker. So we got our first playoff victory of the video, right? And their first playoff series or victory since the 2023 playoffs, which is kind of wild. 43 for Green, 25 for Booker in that loss. And we go down 3-1. We lose by 1 in overtime, which is brutal. Devin Booker had 40 and 12. He knocked down 10 free throws. Jalen Green kind of struggled. He's been good overall in the playoffs. Keegan, I would need you to be a little bit better. I'm not going to bench you. Najee, not going to bench you either. How's Ryan Dunn been? He's actually been pretty good. Get that trade value up, Dunn. Game 5. We do win. Okay, we win by 1. Wow, a lot of close games here. Devin Booker was horrible, and we won. Ant wasn't much better. All right, game 6. Can we force a game 7? Can we win on the road? I mean, I'll take that. We are the better seed, so I would like to not lose in 6. We're down by 5, down by 2, and we end up losing by 4. Jalen Green, honestly, had a pretty good playoff run for us. I'll take that. I know efficiency can take a hit, but probably his best playoff series of his career, better than the series against Golden State this year. Booker was not great. You're making $75 million a year, Booker. I need you to be a little bit better than that. Denver won against Dallas in 7, and Brooklyn beat Indiana in 7. So you got Michael Porter Jr. versus former team. Same with Cam Johnson. And to no surprise, the Denver Nuggets won it all. Jokic won MVP, Conference Finals MVP, and Finals MVP in the same season. Kevin Durant retired on the Bulls. I don't think we're going to retire his number. Harden, Steph, Draymond all retire as well. All right, KD, Steph, and Harden end up going to the Hall of Fame. Harden, Green, Curry, and KD end up getting their jerseys retired. We're not going to add an expansion team. So here we are in the 27 draft lottery. I don't think we're going to have anything here in the lottery. We will have a first-round pick, or at least we should have a first-round pick. Well, the Rockets are getting our pick at 26. We know about that. Don't we have that swap in 27? Or did we trade that away? Yeah, so I guess we don't own the 2027 first. But doesn't the Stepien rule trigger for this team? Or no, but there is that swap worse. We traded with Houston from that Royce O'Neal trade. I don't know how the Stepien rule doesn't. Well, I guess it doesn't trigger because we were after the 2026 draft. And we have a 28 first. So we do have Memphis's lottery protected pick next year. And we have that swap best between Portland and Milwaukee. So Jalen Green is a pending free agent. I do have some cap space to absorb somebody if we wanted to make a big deal. I am going to trade away Dennis Schroeder and Nick Richards for Philly's unprotected pick in 2028. The Nets just made the finals. They're going to get 2 veterans here. And Richards can be a good center on a different team. We know that they don't have Nick Claxton anymore, as he is with where was he? Minnesota, I believe. But I'm fine with Morris Johnson, Kaman, and Williams going into next year. And we could definitely find a different point guard if Caden Boozer doesn't take a step. So another year with no draft capital. As Tyron Stokes goes to Philadelphia, Caleb Holt goes to OKC, and Hugo goes to Washington. So at least 2 of the 3 go to the Eastern Conference. To no surprise, Jalen Green opts out. We're going to pick up the team options on everybody here. I will test the Ryan Dunn trade market, and we're going to do this trade. I'm going to send Ryan Dunn and a 2028 second from Houston for Moses Moody. So I'm trading away a good perimeter defender, and Moses Moody hasn't shot well from 3 in 2 years. He's in the last year of his deal as well, but I think this can be an upgrade for us, and this will move Najee Marshall to the bench. Brea, Fleming. Actually, I'm going to give everybody here the qualifying offers. So Jalen Green, unrestricted, does not get a real deal. He's going to get $200 million from me, which is a lot of money. I don't love that, but he's too good of an asset to let walk for nothing, and he does accept that. I have a $16 million Grayson Allen trade exception I should probably try to use. I mean, I can get DeAndre Ayton back here to Phoenix. I don't think I'm going to use it just to use it. So we will have a little bit of money post the Jalen Green signing. If we wanted to get a wing, I don't mind Jake Oravia. We could go after Keldon Johnson, but I don't know if I love that idea. Santi Aldama, I don't hate either. Just like a power forward duo or trio of Fleming, Aldama, and Keegan is interesting. Because I don't really want to give Andre Jackson a lot of money. Brandon Boston, I think too volatile for me right now. Keon Ellis, I'm intrigued about, but I do want to see what Caden Boozer can do. So I'm going to try to get Santi Aldama. We're going to give him a 3-year deal worth around $13 million. We're going to try to front load it. But we'll throw a player option on the back end for him. So bang, there we go. That's a big pickup for us. And I think I'm going to try to get Brea back on the qualifying offer, but I'd like to agree to like a 3-year deal for Rasheer Fleming. I mean, we could see what Brea is asking for, but if he's asking for like $10 million, yeah, that's not happening. Okay, we could do this. Let's do 3 years, around $9 million. Miles McBride type. We should get him. And if I do need to cut people before the season starts, it probably will be Bridges and Gillespie who are going to come back on the QOs. Green's up to a 93. Booker's a 91. Mark Williams is an 87. We do have a lot of wings between Fleming, Aldama, Marshall, Moody, Murray. So we could consolidate that at one point. And the Suns are going to have some draft capital in this draft. It's a lottery protected Grizzlies first, swap best here, and an unprotected Philly pick. Do we have any contract extensions? Let's lock up Moody before the season starts. We know Matt Ishbia is okay paying. We could try to do something similar. We'll front load it. And then we'll do a player option on the last year. He's going to easily accept that deal. All right, so let's see what this team is going to look like. Booker, Green, Moody, Fleming, Williams, with Murray, Maluach, Marshall, Aldama coming off the bench. We'll see. How do I want to do this? We're going to go, I think we're going to still just do 20 to Maluach, 20 to Williams for the regular season. We're going to start Keegan Murray, but he's going to get like 26 minutes a night. Or we'll do 25 to Moody and Murray. We want to go 34 to the backcourt still. Marshall can get 18. We'll do about 16 to Aldama. We'll have something like this. 19 to Fleming is good. I think Brea can get around 10 or 12. And then we'll go in 11-man rotation. We'll see what Boozer could do, who probably has the most upside here. We'll do something like that, actually. System proficiency, 3.5 star grit and grind. There we go. Let's see how the season begins. A lot of home games to start off the year. We beat Philly. We are 4-2. All right, so we're at the deadline with a 30-21 record. We're the 3 seed in the Western Conference, but it does still feel like we're a tier behind the Dallas Mavericks and the San Antonio Spurs. Those Texas teams have about 8 to 9 more wins. Jalen Green has turned into the leading scorer, and the three-point shot has fallen. 51, 43, 90 splits for Jalen Green, about 34.5 minutes. Booker, 22 points, 50, 38, 91 splits, 6.6 assists. Mark Williams is averaging 12 and 8.5. How's Kaman looking this year? A little bit better, because I wonder by year 4 if he's going to be the starter for us. For sure, Fleming shooting 41 from 3. There's Keegan Murray. Moses Moody, I would like to be a little bit more efficient. Santi Aldama shooting 40% from 3. Brea shooting 48% from 3. Najee's not been as good this year. Caden Boozer's been better, and Morris Johnson has had some playing time. Like I said, I think I could have consolidated some of this depth at one point. We could check the trade block. I don't know if anybody special is going to be on there. There's Zach LaVine on the 15-37 Milwaukee Bucks. That is not a good team. Now, we also own some other draft picks, too. I just want to keep an eye on. So that Memphis pick we are not getting this year. It is lottery protected. They're 18-33. We do have the swap best. Oh, my God. We own control of potentially these 2 picks, which is huge for us. And I don't really have to trade anybody right now. Like, none of these guys I'm really worried about leaving in free agency. I don't think I could bring back Boozer or Morris Johnson mid-season. So honestly, let's just go through this year. I would hope to win a round 1 series, and if not, we should have some nice draft capital if we want to be aggressive to still try to win around Devin Booker's prime. And we are going to win 53 games this year. Wemby wins MVP. Tyron Stokes, Rookie of the Year. Edgecombe, 6th Man of the Year. How is this Philly team so bad? Because I assume they still have Maxey, McCain, Edwards, maybe. Giannis signed with the Clippers. Well, look at that. Flag and DeBanto on first team. Damn, Ja collapsed long. Jesus. Wemby, or excuse me, Shea, torn left bicep. He's out for the year. Halliburton, Chet in Brooklyn. Okay. And Cameron Boozer, All-NBA second team. Third team, you got Thompson, Şengün, Paolo, and a Devin Booker made an All-NBA team. 50, 39.9, 91 splits. Damn, almost 50, 40, 90. And we ended up as the 3 seed. We're going up against the 6-seeded Golden State Warriors, who went 42-40. Oh my God, they had a negative point differential. If we do not beat that team, I will be quite upset. We are fully healthy going into the playoffs. Fleming shot 39 from 3. So did Kaman this year, which is pretty dope. So for the playoffs, I think I don't need to go this deep of a rotation. So I'm not going to play Caden Boozer. We're going to go 7 minutes as a 3-point specialist to Brea. We'll do 14 to Marshall. We'll do 18 to Fleming and Aldama. I'm not going to touch the center minutes. They could split them there. Actually, we may. So let's go 38 to Booker. Let's actually go 40 to the backcourt. Moody wasn't great. Maybe I go 23 to Moody, 23 to Fleming, and we can go about 2 more minutes to Santi Aldama. All right, system proficiency, 3.5-star grit and grind. Can we beat Golden State? Led by Trey, Pajemski, Barrett, Jackson. They do have Ryan Dunn. He was not great for them. All right, so like I said, we should win. I will be kind of upset if we don't. We blow them out. There we go. 74 for Booker and Green. We win game 2. Win by 14. Green had 40. Booker had 27 and 11 in over 40 minutes. We win game 3. Gigi Jackson and Ryan Dunn combined for 58, but we won by 5. 3-man show here. Can we sweep them? Let's see. We ended up winning in 5. Okay, I'll take that. Booker and Green combined for 62.5, and I'm noticing Keegan Murray pulled his lower back muscle. He is day-to-day. So we're basically just going to throw, I think, Aldama into the rotation. Now, Najee could probably play a little bit more. Aldama's going to play a little bit more. And I may try to increase Brea's minutes as well as getting... Man, maybe I just increase Brea's minutes. Like, the guy is just a sharpshooter. What did he shoot? Well, yeah, he didn't shoot great. So we'll keep an eye on this. I mean, Murray may only be out a game or 2. We can't really force to let... Oh, my God. How did they get J-Dub? Jesus. And Dylan Harper's still there. Cameron Johnson, Carter Bryant. Okay, the Spurs are stacked. We lose by 12 in game 1. Booker at 30. Fleming at 22. When did we get Murray back? Still day-to-day. Game 2, we lose. Harper had a 40-point, almost triple-double. Booker at 33. We lost by 37 points. He's upgraded a day-to-day. It may be too little too late. We lose by 20. Aldama, maybe not shooting all that well. Game 4, we got swept. All right, so like I said, we're still below a Spurs and a Dallas Mavericks. Jalen Green got hurt there in game number 4. Not great, but honestly, we're going to have some draft capital ammo. We just made it to round 2. I mean, last time the Suns were in round 2, they traded for Bradley Beal. Trying to trade somebody better than Bradley Beal as DeMar DeRozan just retired. He dislocated his left patella. Jesus, on his way to retirement. There goes Suns legend Bradley Beal. I don't think we're going to be retiring his number. There goes David Fizdale. And look at all that Suns. Look at all that Phoenix via blank. We're not getting the Memphis pick, but hopefully one of those Philly or Bucks picks finishes in the top 5. And neither did. I hate this game. You're a joke, 2K. You're a sick joke. We finished 6 and 7. Memphis goes to 10. We'll get their we'll get their first round pick next year. You know what? I didn't even want that pick. Who's picking number 1? Well, Lou Bennett looks pretty good. We don't really need a center. I want to see if I can maybe pick up Scotty Barnes from the Toronto Raptors. His shot has never came around in Toronto and just averaged a career low 13.9 points. I would give you Keegan Murray for him, as well as probably Najee Marshall. Does that not work financially? Oh, wow. We'd actually have to include in Moses Moody as well, which is a decent amount. Murray, Moody, Marshall, which is a lot of our depth. This will hurt to do. Man. Because I get to keep Aldama in this deal. Yeah, that's fine. And I will give you pick 7 for Scotty Barnes. I feel like they would accept it without 7, but it might be realistic with 7. And they're going to agree to that. So I will still have the 6th overall pick in this draft. We have 3 centers for next year. Barnes, Aldama, Fleming on the perimeter. Or at the wing spots. Hopefully I can still sign somebody as Lou Bennett goes to the Pelicans. I ended up taking a small forward by the name of Dalen Kersey here from Memphis. Shout out Penny Hardaway. And we also got Ulf Wahlgren, a 6'5 Swedish wing in the 2nd round. We're going to pick up the team option on Kaman. Qualifying offers, Bridges, Morez, and Caden Boozer will get those. We'll maybe bring back Colin Gillespie. I would like to just add a 3-point shooter here. Perfect. Let's get Kevin Huerter just in case. Yeah, we'll bring back all these guys as well. I mean, I'm just going to give Gillespie the minimum. We're going to give Jalen Bridges the minimum. Some guys may end up getting released and might be my Swedish 2nd round pick as well. I'm hoping Scotty can have a resurgence here in Phoenix, and we're buying low. We know he's a great defender, A- inside D, A- mid-range scoring. I mean, we're letting Booker and Green cook on the perimeter. He should be good defensively. I could change his position to a small forward, but we'll see who starts at the 3, because it could end up being Aldama at the 4, Barnes at the 3. It could be Fleming at the 3 this year. And do we want to contract extend anybody before the season starts? Come on, perfect. Let's do this. He's going to get $80 million guaranteed. Life-changing money right there. Barnes, we can hold off on, and Booker, obviously, we're going to hold off on as well. All right, so it's going to be Booker, Green. I think we're going to go and try Rasheer at the 3 because I trust the defense. We're going to have Kobe Brea, I think, get around 13 minutes a night with Caden Boozer. That's good with me. Anybody else that has to crack the rotation here? No. So Kaman's going to get 20. We'll do 27 to Mark, or 26 to Mark, 22 to Kaman. Let's go about 23 to Aldama. That might switch. I want to go 34 to Barnes. Let's go about 25 to Fleming, 37 to Green, 36 to Book. That leaves me with 11 minutes. So honestly, we can throw somebody else in this rotation. Let's throw the 6th overall pick, Dalen Kersey, in there. If I make Fleming a small forward, he actually doesn't go up. Interesting. Does Barnes go up? He does. So we'll do that. Barnes' backup position can be a power forward. Fleming obviously a power forward as well. And let's see how the season goes. First 3 games against the Bucks, Pacers, and Spurs. We're off to a 3-0 start. How's Scotty looking? Okay. Maybe Scotty just wanted out of Toronto. And this team is 45-5 at the deadline. Move over San Antonio, move over Minnesota and all those teams, Dallas. We are the new best team in the West. Jalen Green is averaging 28 points a night. He's turning into like modern day Kobe Bryant. Scotty Barnes is averaging 17, 7, and 5. 53% from the field, 84 from 3. I'll take that. 2.2 stocks a night. This team is legit. I worry about the starting 3 spot. I do. I could put Scotty at the 3, Santiago at the 4. I don't know if I would make a trade right now. I thought about trading away Kersey, our first round pick, at the deadline to improve the small forward spot. This team just won 72 games. The big 3 era is back. Maybe this is what they thought Booker, Durant, and Beal would have been. No, you needed Scotty Barnes, Jalen Green, 2 guys from the 21 class with Devin Booker. We don't get anybody on the first 2 teams or the 3rd team. Okay, I feel like Jalen Green may have gotten snubbed there. We are the 1 seed going up against Memphis in round number 1. 19.3 point differential, man. Booker, 52, 41, 91 splits. Jalen Green, he should have made an All-NBA team. He could have won MVP this year. Fleming, I still worry about. I thought about upgrading that spot in the playoffs. Scotty Barnes was a great number 3 option. Kaman did get hurt late in the year. Is he healthy? He's still hurt. What is he, like day-to-day? He is going to be probably day-to-day. Left knee tendonitis 1 to 2 weeks. So Morris Johnson will be the backup 5, which will affect the rotation a little bit. I think what I may actually do is Fleming gets 22 minutes a night. I think Aldama's going to play a decent amount. Morris is going to get 15 a night. He'll get 18 a night. Brea and Boozer will play. Kersey's not going to play, even though this guy's going to be pretty good. So Brea kind of struggled. We'll go 10 to Brea. We're going to go 13 at Boozer. He was actually pretty efficient. I want to go 38 to the backcourt. I want to go 38 to Barnes. 7 more minutes. Maybe we go 28 to Aldama. Maybe we do a little bit more to Boozer, even though he's going to just eat Booker and Jalen Green's minutes. Hopefully we do beat Memphis in round 1. 35 for Green, 29, 14, and 9 for Barnes. Game 2 goes to Phoenix, 144 to 90, 42 and 10 for Jalen Green. They have Jonathan Kuminga, Elijah Arenas over there in Memphis. Peyton Pritchard is there. 30 for Jalen Green in game 3, and we're going to sweep them. 146, 128. I tried to get, as Booker fouled out here, I tried to get Denny at the trade deadline. He just made a little bit too much. I also tried to get Matas Buzella, same thing. So we are going to get Kaman back for round number 2, which is pretty hype. How was Morris in round number 1? Pretty good, actually. High percentage shots. We'll go, same thing, 18 to Kaman coming off that injury that sidelined him the last few weeks. It's a good Trailblazers team for sure. How is Yang Hansen doing over there? Is he still there? He is not. They also have Keyshawn George. Maybe that was a trade. We beat him by 18 in game 1. We were still undefeated in the playoffs. We win game 2, 126-101. 34 for Scotty Barnes. Game 3 goes to Phoenix, 125-93. 31 for Jalen Green. 25-9-6 for Devin Booker. They do win game 4. So there goes our undefeated streak. Game 5, we do win though. So we are 8-1 going to the conference finals to take on the Dallas Mavericks, who obviously have Cooper Flagg, who's just unreal in any of these saves. I would have to go back and watch my 2K23. Would it be 2K20? Yeah, 3 rebuilds after Wemby got drafted. Was he just unreal in those draft classes? So they have Kyrie, Dosunmu, Flagg, AD Lively, Gafford, Mitchell. I mean, there's been a lot of LeBron to Dallas talk as I'm recording this video. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but kind of wild. So Scotty's been kind of a beast for us in the playoffs. He's averaging around 23 points. You have Miami versus Detroit over there in the Duncan Robinson Bowl. We do end up winning game 1 by 8. Devin Booker, 27 points in 40 minutes. Shout out Rasheer Fleming, 1 point in 23 minutes. All right, game number 2. I'd even mention this is revenge for the Phoenix Suns for 2022. And we go up 3-0 and we sweep them. This is the team of destiny. You have the fire teams. You got the Heat and the Suns in the NBA Finals. We had, I think, almost the Suns Heat Finals, right? That was when Steve Nash almost made the finals back in the mid-2000s. Dwayne Wade obviously made it to the finals in 06. Game 1, we do end up winning this one, 133-108. This team's led by AJ Debanta. Game 2, we win Game 3 we win, and let's do it. We end up sweeping them. Let's go. Devin Booker is your finals MVP. I have turned the Phoenix Suns around to an NBA title team. Jalen Green, Devin Booker, Mark Williams, a lot of OGs come on as well. I guess Kobe Bryant, Rasheer Fleming, Colin Gillespie, Jalen Bridges still here, but we've added Scotty Barnes, Santi Aldama, Caden Boozer along the way. I think Scotty Barnes was a perfect fit to this team. I don't know if he's ever going to have that low of value, but we definitely got in at the right time. The assists, the rebounds, points, field goal percentage, three-point percentage, free throw percentage, all went up when he came here to Phoenix. And I hope you guys did enjoy that new look Suns rebuild, because it does look a little bit different than the post Kevin Durant team, because the draft happened and we know who they got in that class. They also traded for Mark Williams as well. Let me know what you think the destination or the direction of the Suns are going to be going forward. If you guys did enjoy, I'd appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys thought, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.